Hi guys, my dear students and readers. I am Bhimchandra Ghadai. Welcoming to you all to my YouTube channel BCG English Edu. So before going to discuss regarding our English education in literature or English grammar, let us first subscribe the channel. You subscribe the channel, share it, like it, and just watch new videos regarding our English education, and give a big thumb to share and like our education system in English. You know, uh, readers, that English is the most important part of our education nowadays. To improve your educational system and grammatical skill, you must know different type of educational pattern to improve your skills. There are different things that we read in this regard. Just I would like to discuss the new thing regarding our English grammar today. Uh, in the next videos or the next uh, episode, I will give you new chapters and the time. So you just subscribe and share the channel. Okay. So now today we are going to discuss about the parts of speech in English. Let us know the first parts of speech. Parts of speech. Understand? Students are just staying at home, and during this period of Corona, some students are not able to find such an opportunity to go to school, and some students are also staying at home without facing the financial condition to have the tutorial classes. So this is a great opportunity for you to have this channel to learn this online education. Understand? So now this is the part of speech. Let us know this first one. Part of speech means what do we understand part of speech? Part of speech means that when we speak of a sentence, when we speak of a sentence, we use different types of words, and all these words are divided into different categories. Understand? So what are these categories? Let us know what are the different types of words we use. First one is the verb. Number one, verb. Two, noun. Means verbs, nouns. Number three, pronouns. Number four, adjectives. Five, adverbs. Then six, determiners. Seven, prepositions. Prepositions. Number eight, conjunctions. Nine, interjections. Understand? So these are the different parts of speech we use in different sentences. So before learning all these things, let us know one by one. Understand? So it is not possible at all to know all the things at a time. Let us know first about the verbs. Understand? First one, verb. Let us know this one. What are the verbs? Verbs are the action words. Action words means the daily activity, the action or the works that we do regularly, such as do, feel, like, see, watch, play, etc. etc. Understand? These words indicate us or give us a meaning of some actions. Understand? So these are the words. of verbs. So verbs are divided into different categories. Let us know this. Okay. Verbs are of first divided into two categories. In one way, verbs are divided into two categories. What? Strong verbs and weak verbs. In one way, okay. In one way, it is divided into two categories: strong verb and weak verbs. In another way, the verb is also divided into what? Auxiliary verb, auxiliary, and main verb. Understand? Auxiliary verb and main verb. So, in another way, verb is also divided into transitive verb, transitive, and intransitive. Intransitive. Understand? So these are the different way of division regarding the verbs. So first, now let us know about the strong and weak verbs. Which are the verbs known as strong verb and which verbs are weak verbs? Strong verbs are these verbs which have the total separate forms of verbs in present form, past form, and past participle forms. As we know that there are three forms of verbs when we write in the tense form. Understand? So these are, for example, go, went, gone. You know go. So go, went, gone. You see these three forms of the verbs are quite different from each other. Understand? So these verbs are known as strong verbs. Okay. Learn, learnt, learnt. What is this? This is a weak verb. Understand why? You see, the verbs which have the quite different form of for the verbs in the three forms are known as strong verbs, and the verbs which are completed with ed or t in the past and past participle form, they are known as weak verbs. Understand? And some verbs are also remain same. Some verbs remain same in all the forms of the tense. Understand? Suppose short, short, short. Let, let, let. Understand? Put, put, put. This type of verbs are the weak verbs. Understand? So let us see, and other forms of verb is auxiliary and main verb. What are auxiliaries and what are main verbs? We see that when we speak a sentence, we speak of different tense. By using different tense, we speak our sentences. Or when we speak a statement, the statements are based on different types of tenses. Understand? You follow it. So sometimes when we speak, we only use one verb. Understand? Only we use one verb. That verb becomes a main verb. For example, let us know one by one. So now you got the idea of a strong verb and weak verb. Now let us know this auxiliary and main verb. Auxiliary verb and main verb. Auxiliary means helping verb. Okay? And main verb means in which we find the different tense forms. Some auxiliary verbs have also tense forms. Okay? Main verbs, you got that go, went, gone, do, did, done, find, found, found. These are the tenses, these are the verbs of having different types of tense forms. Understand? If I say a sentence that I went to school yesterday. I went to school yesterday. What is the verb? Here the verb is went, but in which form? It is in past form. Okay, I go to school regularly. Here only one verb is go. Understand? So here the main verb is go, and the tense is there. When I said that I go to school, it is in simple present tense. When I said that I went to school yesterday, that is in past form, simple past. Okay, so when we speak of simple present or simple past tense sentences, we do not, and also this the sentences are, if they are in positive form, we don't need any helping verb or auxiliary verb to use before the verb. Understand? So what is or what are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are the verbs which help the main verbs to complete the sentence or to give a complete meaning of a particular tense. Understand? For example, I am eating a mango. I am eating a mango. Understand? What is here? How many verbs here you find? I am eating a mango. Example you see. I am eating a mango. Okay. In this sentence, what do you find? See, these two verbs are there. Am, eating. So am is here the helping verb. Eating is the main verb. The main verb is eat, and it is added with ing. Understand? It is added with ing. Understand? Here am is the helping verb. But if I say that I am a teacher, I am a student, you are a girl, then here in these sentences, what happens? You find only one verb. I am a teacher, I am a student. In this sentence, what do you understand? That one verb is am. So here in this sentence, what is that verb? That verb is either, what do you think? That verb is helping verb or main verb. This is a main verb because there is no other verb after am here. Understand? There is no other verb after the verb am. So here am is the finite verb and also am is the main verb. Understand? But here I am eating a mango. Here am is a helping verb or auxiliary verb in the present form. Understand? So these are the ways of identifying the helping verbs and the main verbs. But let us know what are the types of helping verb or the auxiliaries. Auxiliaries, let us make a division of auxiliaries. Then we will go for transitive and intransitive verb. Understand? Okay? So from the beginning, just I would like to say about the auxiliaries, means different types of auxiliaries. Understand? Today, let us know about the auxiliary verb. Auxiliaries. Auxiliaries are of auxiliaries. Auxiliaries or auxiliary verbs. Understand? Auxiliary verbs are divided into three categories. Understand? First, auxiliary verbs is divided of two categories. First division is two categories. First, what? Primary auxiliaries. Number one, primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries, and second, modals. Understand? Primary auxiliaries and second is modals. Understand? Which are known as primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries again divided into three categories. Understand? What? Primary auxiliary is what? Which verbs are known as primary auxiliaries? First, be verb. Be verb. Second is have verb. Have, and third is do. Understand? These three types of verbs are known as primary auxiliaries. Can you see? Can you see the blackboard well? You see, primary auxiliaries are divided into three categories. That is be verb, have verb, and do verb. Understand? Be verbs are divided according to the tense. Present tense, each MR. Understand? In present tense, it is each, am, and are. Okay. And in past tense, was, were. Okay. In past tense, was and were. Here it will be was and were. Was and were. Like that. So these five are known as be auxiliaries or primary auxiliaries. Understand? Then have verb, which are have, had. In present form, has and have. Understand? In present form of have, it has and have. Has and have. Okay. Has or have. And past had. Okay. Past is had. Then do. Do verb, which are in present form, do, does. Do or does, and in past is did. Understand? So these three do verb or do helping verbs are known as are three categories. That is do, does, did. No place to write here. So listen. Do, does, did. So what is the difference between the primary auxiliaries and why it is called primary auxiliary? Why these are called primary auxiliary? Because these verbs function in two ways. Understand? These verbs function in two ways. What? These verbs can become main verb and also helping verb or auxiliaries. Understand? All these verbs you see, be means each, am, are, was, were, and have verb, has, have or had, and do verb, do, does, did. Understand? So these verbs all become what? All can be used as a main verb or also as an auxiliary. Understand? So this way we have to understand the meaning. But modals are, which are the modals? Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, used to, dare, need. So these verbs are known as the modals. But modals cannot be the main verbs. Understand? This is the difference between the modal auxiliary and primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliaries can be used in both ways. They can become, means it is possible to use the primary auxiliaries in both ways, means they can be main verb and they can also be the auxiliaries. Understand? But modals can only be used as helping verbs. They can never be used as main verbs. Understand? So dear students and the readers, I hope you understand. So after learning this, after reading this, or after listening this system or the process of teaching, because just I am starting this program of delivering this type of education for the many students in the society, those who are not having such an opportunity to get good education in the classroom or at home, so they can avail this type of opportunity for learning or by watching my YouTube channel properly, and to know better and get better education or more and more new type of education or grammatical or literature education, both in CBSE pattern, okay, and also normal schools, because English for all is same, grammar system is all same, but literature part also you will get. But before that, while you are watching, if you expect more and more, just to subscribe and give a good thumb. Give your thumb means like it, share it among your friends and relatives, so that they can also avail such opportunity for your education. Thank you guys. Let's have the next opportunity to watch this. Thank you.